This is a video to show what our camper van looks like when we're all packed up and driving. We have quite a lot of things because I have several musical instruments as we're trying to become musical during our little journey, our expedition. And we have loads of bags of stock because I'm hoping to buy a shop in England, a vintage shop. So this is all bags and bags of vintage handbags and vintage clothing. But anyway, this is what it looks like when we're all packed up. Sorry, Diddy's desperate to go. Diddy's on a horse at the back. Diddy, can you be quiet, please? Sorry, my God. We've got two bins. These bins are fantastic, full of stuff. One of them is full of things for us, and one of them is full of stock to hopefully sell in a shop in England. That's a violin and a ukulele. I've got a mandolin at the back and a guitar there. Baskets, a wicker basket. That's really useful because when we're driving, we pile it up full of things that normally hang on the hooks there. And then when we're not using it for that, we put Diddy's little bed. Diddy's little bed is in there. Diddy's bed fits in there really neatly. And also, of course, it can be used for shopping. So wicker baskets are great. And also, if they fall over, they don't smash. And those baskets are secured on hooks at the back. So now you can see a little hook there, and you lift them up and put them on, and so they can be removed, but they don't move about when we're driving. And this is full of my makeup, and that's got little plastic feet, and that doesn't move about. The mirror, that mirror at the end, the mirror there. My fingers are not coming in. That mirror usually goes on the hook there, and when we're driving we put it there. Very important to keep mirrors out of the sun because you can set fire to your curtains. If the sun comes in your van and hits the mirror and reflects onto some fabric, it will heat it up a lot, and you'll have a fire. These are pans and buckets. They generally don't move. It's amazing what doesn't move. You think that things will go flying all over the place. Well, we've just driven over a very, very windy mountainous road, and they're still there. So those drawers also, they don't have any latches. They stay put. They never ever come out. They're quite. You have to use two hands to open them. They're kind of old wooden drawers. They never come out, and neither do those. They never ever come out because they're quite heavy, wooden, solid wood drawers, and they just don't come out. Diddy, will you be quiet, please? Gosh, sorry about that. She's desperate to go. So that's what it looks like from a distance. It's quite a lot of packing up to do actually when we have to go driving. We put our hat on the headrest. Got some clothes hanging up there. The umbrella's stored there. We've got a little sweeping brush at the back there as well. And this is where we store all our water. It's not ideal. We would like a tank on the roof. That will come in time. Flip-flops are kept there. Bags, like a swimming bag. Our swimming bag, we go swimming quite regularly. That stays there. This is our laundry basket. I won't open it. I don't want to scare you. And these are some poles. It's a homemade rail. We did one sell at a market. We didn't take very much money for what we sold, so we might not do it again. It was just a bit of fun. You know, I'm a shopkeeper and I like to buy and sell. We tried it. We made some friends. We might do it again before we go back. We're probably going to go back to England quite soon, maybe in a month, to buy a shop and get started on that. But we're planning on keeping the van in Spain. We might drive it back initially so that we can get all of this stuff back, and then come buy a shop and come back and leave it probably at Alicante airport, so that we can then you can pay about 300 euros a year to a storage company in Alicante near the airport, and they will store your van or car for 300 euros a year, and you can fly over and give them, when you know your flight details, you just email your flight details and they'll meet you at the airport, give you the keys, and they will also clean the outside of your car, and you just go out and your car will be parked at the airport car park. So you can come over as often as you like, and there are several companies that do that. If you look up airport airport parking, long-term parking in Alicante or wherever you want to park, that's a really good idea. I think it's much better than driving the van backwards and forward, back and forth to England and back to Spain, especially when it's a left-hand drive, because if you take it back to England and you keep it there for a while, then you have to put it back onto English plates, and you have to alter the headlamps and all sorts of things and the papers. So we don't want to have that hassle, and it's not really a van designed for the UK anyway. So that's our packed up van. That's what it looks like. Now painted silver as well. Bye.